Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So like I said in my breastfeeding journey video, I am pre-filming a lot of videos. So if you see a couple of videos where I look the exact same and wearing the exact same, it's because I am, and I don't want to go in there and wake her up and change. So I apologize for repeated outfits. Moving on. So today hold on. Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, I can't sneeze. That's the worst. Okay, today I want to talk about what I used my hospital bag and what I didn't. And I do not have my hospital bag still together, so I can't show you things. I have a whole list, but if you want to see what I got, or if you want links to stuff, I will put a card in with my what's in my hospital bag video, so you can watch that first, and then you can come watch this if you want to. If you don't want to, that's kind of fine, because most of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. So in my hospital bag, stuff I used a towel. I used both. In my hospital bag video, I mentioned that I was taking 2 towels. One to use to shower when I was there after I gave birth and stuff, and the other was to sit on in the car to the hospital in case my water broke. If you watched my labor and delivery story, you know that my water did break at home when I was on a birthing ball, and it was a lot, and it just kept coming and coming and coming. And I literally, when I got out of the car at the hospital, I kept the towel around me, wrapped around my face, because my whole butt was soaked. It was kind of gross. So I was like, I don't want to subject other people to this nasty stuff. So I just kept the towel around me so nobody could see it, even though I'm sure everybody knew what happened, because huge belly and a towel wrapped around your waist, you kind of figured it out. But they didn't have to see it, so you're welcome to everybody at the hospital I gave birth to. Second, and I did shower. It was really nice. Second is scripture cards. So in that video, I showed these cards I made with Bible verses that I associated with birth and kind of helping you through the delivery process, and they were amazing. They were so helpful. I read them. I had John read them. I had my doula read them. They were very great. And so I definitely recommend that. If that's something that sounds like it would work for you, if you're not religious, or if that just kind of sounds like that would not help me, then don't do it, because everybody's different. But it was really helpful for me. I did use my Beat speaker, and the charger, it was dead, so I'm glad I packed that. And I literally just kind of turned it down low, and the time I used it the most was when I was on the birthing ball leaning on the bed, and I literally put it right by my head, and I used the labor playlist that I found on Spotify with Christian music. It was so helpful. It really got me through the part of labor where they told me not to push, which was definitely the hardest part. Contractions were a breeze compared to that. It was so bad. And it was just really helpful, and it really made me feel like at ease, and that God was with me, and he was with me through this journey, which, like I said, if you're not religious, that part doesn't matter. I did use my pretty floral robe. I did not use it during labor, which I said I wasn't going to. I used it after, when I had a lot of people coming in to see me. My face and my hair did not look cute, but at least I had a cute robe, and I was kind of covered, but it was also easy to access for nursing and for the bathroom. I didn't have to pull down pants. I could just pull it up really quick and go. And I did lose a lot of blood, so I was very dizzy, and I did not get out of bed that much except to go to the bathroom. And so anything easy that I wasn't worried about passing out was pretty much golden. I didn't use, I'll do my things I didn't use later. We did use the camera. We really wanted to film the birthing process, but 4-hour labor went by real quick, and we didn't even have time to whip that thing out, because within 30 seconds another contraction started up, and I would not let John leave my side because I was just gripping his hand. So, but we did use it to take pictures of her, obviously. We used it to like film her first bath, and just little cute things like that that aren't really that exciting, so I'm not going to post them. But we did use it, and we did take the charger, so I would do that. I don't think we needed to use it because we had charged it before we went, but just in case, you never know. Wallet, obviously. checkbook, which that is completely dependent on your situation. I had hired a photographer to come to the hospital and take pictures of her before we left, and I also needed to pay my placenta encapsulator, so I needed to pay some people for that, so that's why I have my checkbook. If you don't have to pay anybody, then you don't need a checkbook. I took 2 nursing bras. I used both of them. I labored in one, got a lot of blood on it from when they put it on my chest, didn't use it again until we went home, washed it, and then I used the other one when I changed because that one had a lot of blood on it, obviously. I did use my shower stuff. I did take a shower. Not everybody does. I swear by it. I didn't take it until the day we were leaving the hospital, but I felt really gross. My hair was greasy, and I was like, you know what? When I go home, I know myself, and I know I'm going to be cleaning, even though my mother-in-law was here and my husband was there, and I had probably other people that I could have asked to do it, but just mentally, I wanted to do it. And I was resting, and still, I just gave birth, and I was like, getting home is going to be very taxing on me right now since I lost so much blood. And so I was like, I'm gonna do this now while someone's in the room with me and someone can watch Rory so I can go bathe because I need to. And I felt a lot better. So I mean, if you don't have time, or if it doesn't sound like something you would do, then don't take that stuff. But I really enjoyed it, and I used it. And even if you think you're going to and you don't end up doing it, I think it's better to overpack than constantly have to be sending your husband home for more stuff. And we still had to send him home for more stuff because we didn't think she was going to be as small as she was, and so he had to go buy newborn stuff and wash them and bring them to me in the hospital because we didn't have enough. And the last thing I did use was my pump. Kind of. I didn't actually use it in the hospital, but I did have them look at the flanges and tell me if they were the right size, and they said they were. So maybe you don't need to bring your whole pump because they have a hospital grade pump there, which they really ask you to use, but they also have to pay for the parts, of course, and then they send the parts home with you, but that's fine. So, but maybe if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to bring your whole pump, you can just bring the flanges. Maybe that's what I should have done because I didn't actually pump with my pump until I got home. So maybe that's something I would do for next time if I get a new pump and I don't know if my boobs change sides and I don't know if it's gonna fit. So things I didn't use. I talked about my medical document folder in my other video. We didn't use this, but I still think it's 100% necessary to take because you never know what's going to happen. You never know if someone's going to need some of your information that you just can't tell them. I can't think of any reason, but like I said, you never know. It's really nice to have personal medical information printed out and tell your husband where it's at in the bag, so if he needs to get it out for you or if he needs to tell somebody something you can't, then he can find it. I did not use my makeup. So many people that probably watch my video who have been first time moms probably like, yeah, you're not going to use that, but I did not use that. I will probably end up taking a couple of things for my next baby, like concealer maybe or mascara, but when I hemorrhaged, I couldn't even like lift my head up. I lost so much blood, and then I got a fever, so there were a lot of things going against me, but not makeup. I didn't use my headphones. Like I said, I just played it on my speaker. But if you don't want everybody to hear it, then maybe that would be something for you to use, headphones. I did not use my gray robe for delivery. I never even got the hospital gown on. I just had my bra on the entire time. They wouldn't even make me put the hospital gown on. They're like, yeah, you don't have time. Just stay. You're good. Nursing pads, they gave me gel ones to help soothe, which they probably do that at all hospitals. I have used my nursing pads. I just didn't use them in the hospital. I did not use Miller's milk tea. I asked them, they said that doesn't really help with getting your milk supply to come in. It helps it go up once it's in. So I was like, well, that doesn't really matter for me now because my supply's not up, or my milk hasn't come in yet. And then my cooler for my placenta. We did not use this because it was really small, probably too small. Maybe it might have been able to fit, but they didn't think it was. And I was like, you know what, let's not get it dirty and gross if we don't think it's gonna fit. We'll just use this for like lunches at home. And so they had a different cooler, and they just put it in their fridge in the hospital, and when my placenta encapsulator came, she just went to the desk and got it. So yeah. And then, okay, so that's all for what I used in mine and what I didn't use in my hospital bag. I'm going to talk about what we used in Rory's bag and what we didn't. Okay, so for stuff that we didn't use for her and stuff that we did use for Rory's hospital bag. Sorry, my baggage is. Also, she's awake now, so if you hear some grunting and noises, she's over there. So things we did use: baby blankets. her swaddle that we took. Hand mittens. One of her outfits, it wasn't a sleeper, and so it didn't have the mittens built in. The pacifier and clip. We used only one bow because we didn't use an outfit that needed a different colored bow. We used the navy one. And we only used her newborn outfits. In retrospect, we could have used more. And she's still in newborn clothes. She's 10 weeks old and she is going strong in newborn clothes. So we have constantly had to be buying more. She's had blowouts and they've been so bad that it wasn't worth trying to get the stain out. We just threw them away and got another 1 or 2 sleepers. And we've had to go get more. And we've had to go get more because we only had sleepers and we wanted a couple of like outfits, like pants and shirts. So we went and got that. And like her Easter outfit, which was also her baptism outfit, was 0 to 3 months, was super cute but way too big. So we had to go get a new Easter / baptism outfit. So we've had to constantly be buying newborn stuff. It's just funny because so many people will say like, oh, don't get that much because they'll be out of it in a couple of weeks max. And I'm like, she's 10 weeks old and she's still in them. Like she'll be in them until she's 3 months old at least. So, oh well. And all of our 0 to 3 months, like all of our clothes after newborn are like a season specific. And so I'm like, gosh, if she's not in them soon, she's not gonna be able to wear the clothes we have because, and they don't have tags because I want everything washed. That was dumb before she was here, and so we can't return any of it. I'm gonna keep it because hopefully we'll have more kids and more girls, but she might not even be in the clothes we bought her. And then stuff we didn't use. Her list is way shorter. We didn't use her socks because she was in sleepers all the time, and the only time she wasn't, it was just for pictures, and we were in the hospital, so we didn't need socks. We didn't use any of her 0 to 3 month outfits, and we didn't use her bottle because I didn't know this, but they have that SNS system that I've talked about a couple of times, and so they'd rather use that than use a bottle. Now we're using bottles, but then we weren't. So those are the only things that we didn't use. I had a few more things, but most of those things I'd still probably take just because every delivery is different and how you feel and what you feel comfortable using, I feel like it's going to change. I won't take the mother's milk tea again. I won't take more than 1 robe. The cooler probably I won't take again. And the nursing pads because they have them there, and they have the ones that are for like soothing. So, but everybody's different and everybody's different with what they're going to feel comfortable using. So I take everything I've said with a grain of salt, but I was pretty happy with my hospital bag and I didn't feel like I packed too much or anything like that. So it's pretty solid. And then John's, I'm not even gonna do a video because he used everything, and boy, the dad's hospital bag is very simple, so it doesn't really deserve its own video. Okay guys, well I hope you maybe found something that you hadn't thought of to bring, or maybe that you were gonna bring and kind of don't really feel like you need to bring it anymore. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like me, make sure you subscribe, and I will be back in the next few days with another video. Bye guys.